King Kong is a thrilling adventure film directed by Peter Jackson, set in the 1930s. The story follows filmmaker Carl Denham, played by Jack Black, who brings a crew to a remote island to shoot a movie. They encounter indigenous tribes, dangerous creatures, including the legendary giant ape Kong. Anna Darrow, played by Naomi Watts, is captured by Kong, forming a unique bond with them. The film explores themes of love, sacrifice, and consequences of exploring nature. The dynamic between Kong and Ndaro, a white woman, has been analyzed through the racial lens. Some critics argue that it reinforces the trope of the powerful, exoticized black man lusting after a white woman, which carries problematic implications rooted in historical racial dynamics. While King Kong is a primary fantasy film, its racial undertones have sparked discussions about representation and cultural sensitivity in Hollywood storytelling. It serves as a reminder of the importance of the critical examining media portrayals and their potential impact on perceptions of race and ethnicity. Throughout their interaction, Kong demonstrates a level of understanding and respect for Anne's humanity that is not evident in his interactions with other characters. Despite the initial capturing her, Kong gradually develops a connection with Anne, treating her with a surprising degree of gentleness and care. He shows concern for her well-being, protecting her from other dangers on the island, and even risking his own life to ensure her safety. This sense of mature respect is understanding between Kong and Anne becomes increasingly apparent as the story unfolds. Despite their differences in size, species, and background, they form a bond based on mutual trust and empathy. Kong comes to see Anne as more than just a captive or a plaything. He recognizes her as an individual with her own thoughts and feelings and vulnerabilities. One aspect of sexism in the film is the way Anne's character is often reduced to a damsel in distress, needing to be rescued by the male characters, particularly Kong and Jack Discroy. Despite moments of bravery, Anne is frequently depicted as vulnerable and dependent on others for her safety. Overall, while King Kong features strong female characters and explores themes of empowerment and agency to some extent, it also reflects and perpetuates certain sex tropes and dynamics that have been prevalent in mainstream Hollywood cinema. These criticism highlights the importance of critical examining media representations and challenging harmful stereotypes in storytelling. King Kong is a classic film that has been subject to various interpretations and critics over the years, including the discussion about animal exploitation. One perspective is that the portrayal of Kong himself raises questions about the exploitation of animals for entertainment purposes. In the story, Kong is captured and brought to New York for profit entertainment. The film can spark conversations about the ethical treatment of animals and consequences of exploiting them for human purpose, and importance of respecting animals' autonomy and work of fiction and fantasy, and its portrayal of animal exploitation serves as a narrative device to explore broader themes such as humanity. Ultimately, each viewer may interpret the film differently, engage with its themes in their own way. The theme of doing anything and everything for fame, which is often present in King Kong, highlights the darker aspects of human ambition in pursuit of fame. In the story, characters are willing to exploit Kong, a creature, for their own gain, whether it's for profit, fame, or simply to satisfy their curiosity. The theme prompts viewers to reflect on the consequences of unchecked ambitions and the ethical implications of using others, including animals, as means to an end. It raises the question about morality, of sacrificing principles and exploiting others for personal gain. Through the lens of King Kong, the pursuit of fame and fortune is portrayed as a double-edged sword, with characters facing dire consequences for their actions. The film serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers and the importance of considering the ethical implications of one's pursuit, even in the quest for fame and success. Overall, the theme adds depth to the narrative of King Kong, provoking viewers to consider the moral inherent for pursuit of fame, the consequences of prioritizing personal ambition over empathy and integrity.